Hey kiddos, today we're going to just graph some functions. I know it sounds terribly exciting, but I kind of geek out when I do it. All right, so here we are looking at a function table. The function table is over here where we have all of our x values and our y values, and we're going to use this function that they gave us in order to figure out what our x's and y's are. Now the function they gave us is that y equals x plus 5. So anytime we choose a value for x, we're going to add 5 to it in order to figure out what the value of y is. Now I'm going to start off really simple by just choosing 1 through 5 for x, just to keep it simple, and then we'll see what our y's are. Now if we plug in x as 1, it's just 1 plus 5 is 6. Next, if we plug in 2 for x, 2 plus 5 is 7, and then so on. 3 for x, 3 plus 5 is 8. If we plug in 4 for x, 4 plus 5 is 9. And if we plug in 5 for x, 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, so here, these are called ordered pairs. Now that we found our values for x and our values for y, our first ordered pair is 1, 6. Our second ordered pair is 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9, and 5, 10. Now once we have these ordered pairs, we can now come over here to our coordinate and we can actually plunk these points onto our coordinate plane. So our first ordered pair was 1, 6. So when we come over here to the graph, we're always going to do our x first. Our x-axis is down here, and we're going over to the 1 because that was our value for x. And then our ordered pair was 6 for the y value, so we're going to come up on our y-axis to 6. And right here is where we're going to plunk in that dot. Now, next we're going to go over to our next ordered pair where we have 2, 7. So our value for x is 2. So I'm going to come over here to 2 on my x-axis and then sneak all the way up to 7 for my y and plunk in a dot there as well. Next, my ordered pair is 3, 8. My value for x is 3. I'm going to come down to my x-axis of 3 and go up to 8 for my y, plunk in another spot, and then so on. I'm going to do it again for 4 and 9. And then lastly, my value of x was 5, so that means my value of y is 10. And now here you can kind of see where our line is going to be going. Our function will be taking us this direction. Now you don't have to, but just because I'd like to kind of check my work and just make sure that I'm really kind of in the right motion here, if I plunked in, let's say 10 for my x, 10 plus 5 would give me a value of 15 for my y. So for this ordered pair, 10, 15, I'd come over here to 10, go all the way up to 15 and plunk in that spot. And just for fun, I drew a line to try to see, like, okay, are all of my spots hitting that line? And if all my spots are hitting that line, that tells me, I don't have any weird outliers anywhere, so I must be on the right track. My function table must be correct.